Yo, what's going on, guys? Rockentoon HD here, and I actually have a new video for you. I know it's been a long time since my last video, and you guys are used to seeing a lot of Terraria footage, but actually today I wanted to cover or do a server review of Pixelmon MC, PPMC. So this server is an adventure Pixelmon server. I'm going to be covering the Kanto portion of it, not the survival side and the Johto and Island and all of that, just because this is what I'm familiar with and this is what I play with. So when you come out here, you're going to be able to get a free kit that'll give you a bunch of just useful stuff. I think you get your running shoes, you'll be able to get a bunch of Pokeballs, a bunch of stuff like that. So really the reason I wanted to make this video is to see if we could try to get more people playing on the server, just because it used to be a super popular server. It used to be one of the #1 Pixelmon servers, to my knowledge, and it's sort of fallen off a little bit after it changed to 1.7 and it did a massive reset that reset everyone's Pokemon. And I guess people weren't too happy with that, so they kind of quit playing. And it's sort of dipped in popularity at the moment. It's about midnight Pacific time, and you can see I'm the only person on. This isn't usual at midnight. It is a Tuesday, so yeah, but if you're a European player, you aren't going to be seeing a whole lot of people on, unfortunately. And yeah, I just want to make it clear that even though this review is coming from someone who's a bit biased, because I'm a donator and I also play on the server almost all the time, I do want to just make clear that I will be trying to cover it unbiasedly. But yeah, I'll do what I can. So anyways, when you're in the spawn, you'll come out here, you'll get your kit, you'll get a bunch of really cool items that will just help you through the beginning of the game. The quest guide. So this is what you're going to want to be doing a lot of the time throughout your journey through Kanto. So iron quests are generally going to be the easier quests that you're going to want to be doing, and yeah, I recommend starting with those probably. Then you get your gold quests. Oh yeah, I guess I should explain what these are all for. Iron quests give you money. So money on the server, will, so I have $309,000, almost 310. That is one way that players can actually trade Pixelmon without actually having to physically have another Pixelmon that's worth the same. So say I wanted to trade my Mewtwo for, I don't know, say I wanted to sell it on the server with a Mewtwo. It's got not the best nature, but it's got 31 attack IVs, or special attack IVs. So I guess it would go for, say, I can't think of the price right now, but I've seen a lot of Pixelmon servers do it. I mean, Lizard server did that before most of it shut down. I know other adventure servers have done it before, so it's not something that's new. So if you're familiar with Pixelmon servers, then it really isn't something that should surprise you that much. But if you're new to this, or you come from survival, then maybe it is something that is a little bit different. But yeah, iron will help you get a good start on doing all that. Then you have gold, which will give you Pixelmon rewards. So Pixelmon rewards, so like, let me think. finding Ampharos. You warp to this quest. It says here that it is medium to hard difficulty. Bring me 64 pieces of wool. So you would have to go kill a lot of Mareep to go get 64 pieces of wool, and I don't think I've done this quest yet, but I believe it'll give you an Ampharos. But yeah, let me just do /spawn. Coming back over here, so that is what the gold quests will give you. I recommend doing them later on, once you have a bit more of a grasp on things here. Then you have Diamond. They only have 3 Diamond quests because they don't want to give out too many shiny Pixelmon, but Diamond quests, the reward are shiny Pixelmon. So the first one will give you a shiny Snorlax, second one a shiny Cottony, and the third one a shiny Lucario, which is all pretty cool. And they all range in difficulty, but they are generally a bit more difficult than the other 2. And then lastly, there are the Emerald Block quests, which are for donors only. So if you ever decide to donate, then you'll get a whole new range of quests, but I won't go over those in too much detail. Basically, those will give you a mix of the money Pixelmon and shiny Pixelmon. Coming over here, all across the spawn, they have trading stations, they have ender chests, they have PCs, they have healers, just all over. It's more for decoration than anything, but actually most people use these right around here. They have a lot of space around here for battles. When there are people on, like a lot of people on, well, how it usually is, then you see a lot of people battling right around here, and it's really cool. So over here is the travel guide. Sorry, it's a little bit tough to click on. So this will be your main use of transportation, as running around isn't that quick, and sometimes you get lost. I still don't really know the map just because I use /travel all the time. But anyways, you have start your Kanto adventure. So here you can start that if you want to pause and read that, or you can just come on the server and read it. But anyways, it basically just says you're starting your adventure, go through here. This one gives you all that. These are your essential commands. Then you get a lot of this is your first quest, or it's one of your first quests. Yeah, you can see the block on top is the type it is. So since that has a gold block on top, you'll see that it is a gold quest. And I like the way that they did that. And the quests are actually quite common to find around the place. So even if you aren't trying to do a quest, sometimes you'll see one and you'll maybe think, oh, go to Chris's farm and steal 3 seeds. Okay. One thing that I will say about the quests are sometimes they're a little bit too cryptic, and it's sometimes hard to find exactly where you need to be and when. Or not when, but I mean where you need to be, and like how specific or like how hard it will be. I mean, they give you a bit of an idea. Like here it says this is difficulty easy, but when I first did this quest, I didn't know where Chris's farm is, so it just says that yucker farmer Chris stole my seeds, head over to Chris's farm and you better, boy. So it sometimes is a little bit cryptic about where you need to go, but you can manage. in my opinion. Oh yeah, and then they have trainers here that they've set up for you to battle. This will be your first trainer battle. They have Logans everywhere for some reason. I don't really know if it's a reference to something, but yeah. So if I was gonna do that, oh yeah, another thing I'll say is that trainer battles are very, very buggy. So it says my Mewtwo is already in a battle with this Logan, but clearly I'm not in a battle with him. So that's one thing that they could work on improving, and I know that they actually are working on improving like all of the bugs in the server, but I will say that there are some bugs, and it sometimes can ruin some of the experience, but in other times it's easy enough to just skip. So if you ever do get stuck with this bug, an easy way to get around it is just heal your Pokemon. Obviously Mewtwo disappeared over there, and now he's back. Quick travel, this is again is just travel. So I'm not gonna go too in depth with the adventure. You can actually immediately start doing the gym battles and Team Rocket hideouts, which are here. Pewter City between rugged mountains. Unlock Pewter City, you can click that and it says you unlocked it, but it's unlocked from the very beginning, so you really don't need to. So in here, you won't have 4 at every city. I believe this is actually the only city with 4. Actually, Celadon also has 4, I believe, but yeah. You have Pewter Center, which is the Pokemon Center. You have Team Rocket, which I'll get into in a minute. Pewter Gym, which is the gym battles that they get you to do. Then you have Pewter Trivia, which unfortunately at this point doesn't work. You aren't able to click the signs. Yeah, as you can see, nothing's happening when I click any of them, which is unfortunate. It used to work, but something happened, and again they're working on fixing it. But let me just go back to here. Excuse me. So we'll get into the Team Rocket hideouts first. So they have trainers here. Unfortunately, these trainers are actually really, they work really well. So you never really get any of that glitch that I showed you with that Logan earlier. I've actually never had it with any of these ones in the Team Rocket hideout. So that is a big bonus. So basically, I've already fought these guys, so I don't think I can fight them again. Yeah, it says they can only be battled once a day. So I can't fight them, but you can throw your Pokemon at them. They'll fight. The name above their head shows how much higher level they'll be than you. So here, I'll come down here for example. So the trainer outside, Jessie, level 33. It means her Pokemon will be around level 33, I believe. Or at least they're gonna be leveled Pokemon, below level 100, for sure. Or at level 100 or below for sure. Now when you have green, it means they'll be 5 levels above your highest level Pokemon. So if I fought this James right now, I know you can't really read his name that well, but yeah, James, it would actually be 5 levels above my Pokemon, which makes it a little bit harder. Then when you come up here, blue is 10 levels above your Pokemon, highest level Pokemon. Red will be red will be 20 levels, I believe. And then you come through here. These people are all you're able to battle. And then obviously Giovanni with yellow, or not so obviously, will be 40 levels above your highest Pokemon, which makes it extremely tough to beat it for some new players. I don't think I've gotten that. Cool, I got Toxic. Anyways, okay, coming on back here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, whenever you kill one of those Team Rocket, or defeat one of those Team Rocket trainers, like the James or Giovanni, they will actually give you, they'll give you rocket tokens, I believe they're called, that you can redeem over rocket drops. And they're just little things. I don't know what actual item they are, but yeah, rocket drops. And then you basically can just sell them here for 100 each, which is, if you're able to complete all the rockets, rocket hideouts, you can easily make 10,000 or more, just from starting to do this. I think this is something that you might want to do once you're a little bit later on, just because they will be so much higher level than you at all times. But so maybe once you have a team of at least 2 level 100s, or maybe level 75s, then you could try it. Unless you're EV training it or something, of course. But yeah, it's an easy way to get a lot of good money. So I'm gonna head back to the Pewter Warp. And in case you're wondering where I actually keep going, this is just the entrance to Pewter City. So if I actually come through here, and run in through here, I'm able to just go to any of those places I was going to be warping to before. So if I wanted to go to the trivia, this is the trivia. If I wanted to be going to the, what is this? I don't know what this is, but, yeah. If I wanted to go to the Rocket Hideout, it's right over here. So you don't need to do the warp at Pewter, but it's just a fast way to get around. So moving on to the gym battle. I did already fight this gym today. Each gym trainer can be fought once per day. And yeah, I've already fought him. Oh no, I haven't. Okay, this is a good example. So, at every new gym battle, they go up about 20, or about 10 to 15 levels. That's what I've seen, for the most part. So, really, I should have no trouble with this, but, it is sometimes a little bit tough for new players trying to do this, but once you have higher levels, it really shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm just getting rid of all of them. Cool. And I got another boulder badge, so I'll just put that in my chest. And this slash chest is just an extended inventory. It is something you get for being a donor, or it came with my donor rank, so no new players will actually get that unless they donate. And that's another thing that I'll touch on in a bit, is donations and how they actually play into it. So now that I've beaten that, I can go over to Cerulean, and again they have, Cerulean has 4, again because they have donor houses. Another thing I'll get into in a bit, but not important right now. they have the Team Rocket, they have a Pokemon Center. Pokemon Centers, they're useful if you're just running through a town and you notice, oh my, whatever is, oh my Mewtwo's at 300 health, maybe I'll just go for a quick heal. That's what they're useful for, but really if I'm like out in the middle of nowhere, like pretend Cerulean's not right behind me, I would probably just do /spawn, just because it is so convenient to just run over here and use one of these healers. So anyways, going back to Cerulean, here we can go to the gym and coming through into the gym. Now this is someone that I have battled today, so I don't think I'll be able to. So there at the bottom you can see it requires the Boulder Badge. One of them. So I would need to actually have the Boulder Badge, so that caps it so you can't battle the final gym leaders first. Which I don't really understand why you would do. Just because they're harder and it doesn't grant you access to the Elite Four any faster, but you know what? Who knows? So you need that, so what you would actually do, if you were coming here for the first time, you'd actually probably have the Boulder Badge, and you just need that in your inventory. So I'm just going to put that back in my chest. And then again, another gym battle. I have already battled him, so it says I can only battle him once per day. Gym leaders you can battle once per day, but they are not something that you really want to be battling once per day. It's not really worth it in my opinion. You at spawn, whoops. You can actually sell your badges. This is the badge buyer. So let's see, slash chest. So I want to sell my Boulder Badge. I come in here, I go over to Boulder Badge, and then I've sold it for 50 money. It says $50 basically. Just because that's what it goes by, I think. Yeah, it's a $. So anyways, I just got $50. It's kind of an okay way to get money. Personally, I wouldn't recommend selling your badges unless you have duplicates until you've beaten the Elite Four. So here, I'll explain a little bit more about what's around spawn. Okay, so this is the spawn point. You spawn right here. If you come over here, these are actual trainer ranks. So this is the first trainer. Sorry, it's a little bit hard for you to see, but right there at the top, it costs 5,000 to get. And then every week you get 10 Pokeballs, 5 Great Balls, and 1 potion. And then no random Pixelmon come with this rank. Trainer Plus is 10,000, 15 Great Balls, 1 Rare Candy, etc, etc, etc. Up to VIP, where you get 5 Ultra Balls, 1 Rare Candy, and 1 Diamond. And then 3 random Pixelmon with it. You start getting Pixelmon at Novice. Yeah, it can just be any Pixelmon. I don't think it can be legendaries, but it really could be. I don't know. Yeah. I don't really like to spend my money on these, just because I feel like spending my money on actual Pixelmon is a much better use, but some people love buying these. Some people save up for VIP. I have Trainer Plus just because I had the money one day and decided to buy it, but I probably won't buy any higher than that, even though I have the money. But everyone plays differently, and since some people can't do IRL donations, like donate through the website, these are actually a really viable way of donating, or really viable way of getting a weekly kit, or getting a kit, so that they can actually have a constant amount of rare candy and Ultra Balls, and they also get some cool Pixelmon and stuff. Coming through here, there is a buy shop over here where you can actually buy Pokeballs. They can buy almost, I think this is almost any held item for Pokemon. I don't know why Razor Fang is in here, but you know what. TMs you pick by fire, water, ground, blah 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 blah. They have all TMs and Pixelmon, I believe. To my knowledge. Anyways, natural buy shop. These are just a bunch of fossils and stones and restoration. And again, this is a full heal, but I guess I don't have a sprite for it or something, or I don't know, maybe it's a bug. Anyways, then you come over here. This is the sell shop, where you can sell drops from Pokemon, and you can sell TMs that you got that you don't want. Again, fire, water, blah blah blah. And then there is nothing here at the moment. So it's actually a really diverse spawn, and it's actually a major hub that people will actually spend most of their time at while they're playing. It's just hanging out at the hub. So these are actually the chances, or these are actually what you get for voting for the server, which I recommend doing every day. Voting is a really good way of getting some quick cash, getting some rare candies for your Pokemon, which you can sell for actually even more cash if you don't need the rare candies, and then you have a 1 in 10 chance of getting $1,000, which isn't very rare. You have a 1 in 20 chance to get 10 Ultra Balls, which actually is really common. 1 in 30 chance to get 5,000, and then anything past that is much more uncommon. But really, these are what you want. Well, maybe the 15 rare candies too, and the Master Balls. They're all, actually all these are pretty good, but really these 3 are what you want. 1 in 1,000 chance to get a random shiny Pixelmon. I've only ever got that once, and that was a long time ago. 1 in 10,000 chance to get a random legendary. I've only ever seen someone get that once, and shiny legendary I have never seen anyone get, but apparently it's still a chance to get it. So that is that. So yeah, voting every day. They always remind you, I don't know if you've been seeing, but they give us constant reminders for voting, and yeah. This is just a thing to vote, and for your first time voting you get double your rare candies and stuff. Yeah. Then you see a couple more quests. You got all these. Up over here will be whoops. Up over here is gonna be the actual Pixelmon sales, and it's supposed to be updated weekly, but it really isn't updated weekly. Honestly, I've seen the same Pokemon for a little while, but anyways, they will do 5 random Pixelmon every week, and sometimes it can be you can see a super rare Pokemon in here, and then that will make them not super rare anymore. So yeah, you come down here. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what this is, this is the EV training area. So this is a place for only donors to go. That they actually, you can go EV train. I'll show you the inside real quick. So they have it all laid out. If you don't know what EV training is, then don't worry about it. You probably wouldn't even want to use this place anyway if you don't know what it is. But if you do, this is a really cool place. I did EV train for a super long time without it, but this makes it really easy. I'm able to EV train a Pokemon in half an hour at most. Okay, so I've been, as I was saying before, I've been EV training for a very, very long time without it. I only recently became a donor because I've been playing on this server for about 6 months on and off. Yeah, I know it is a bit harder to EV train without it, but it's definitely doable, especially with the right items, and since it's so easy to get the right items to EV train, you should have no problem. One thing worth mentioning actually on the server is that flying and riding Pokemon is actually enabled, so you'll be able to actually fly around. And I haven't seen that on a whole lot of other servers. The only reason it is on this one is just because it used to lag too much, but they fixed it somehow. I just thought that was worth mentioning just because this looks so cool, riding a Lugia. What else is there? I guess I should talk about donators. So a massive part of the server is actually donators. When you first log on to the server, you are probably gonna kind of wonder, like, why is everyone's name funny? Like, funny in the chat, and why are they typing in different letters? So like that. It says Elite before my name. My name's in all different colors and stuff, and my writing is in a funny purple. This is actually because of a donator rank. Elite being one of the highest. I believe it is the third highest rank that you can get. So yeah, it just shows how much you've paid, basically, on the server. I'll leave a link in the description to the website. It is worth checking out. They aren't too expensive. I mean, some of the ranks do go up quite a bit, but it has enough that are affordable that I would say, you know what, might as well go for it. So, what else can I talk about donators? Donators do, donators do get a lot more benefits than other players, but trust me, it is not pay to win here. There is an aspect of that, I will admit. There's an aspect of the pay to win, mostly because if you're a donator, people trust you more, which is just a human thing. It's not something wrong with the server. So I wouldn't blame the server for that. It's just the people that play here are such a tightly knit community that if you're a donator, people tend to trust you more than if you have just your gray name and stuff, just because they don't know if you're gonna scam them or something like that, you know? just another thing to just remember if someone isn't openly willing to trade with you or something like that, which, again, I don't blame the server for it, but I feel like I should mention, is that, again, donators are a large aspect. I did talk about the donator houses a little bit, so here, I will go to Celadon. So this is where my actual apartment is. So this is my apartment building. I have an apartment in here. They are scattered around the house. I mean, around the world. These donator apartments, but basically, here, let me get you up to my floor. You can't get in from the outside, which is a little bit weird. Here's my floor. It's on the 3rd floor. Or 4th floor, maybe, I don't know. I wasn't counting. But, anyways, they have 2 houses per floor, one being much nicer than the other. Unfortunately, I got stuck with this side of the house, but, anyways, the only way to get in is /home, unless you leave a door open like I do and sometimes fly up. But I do get the best view of the sunset every night. Houses are really only useful in one aspect of you can get a fossil machine. And the reason fossil machines are awesome is because if I bought one of those fossils at spawn, like we saw before, I'd actually be able to make it into something. Like I could buy a helix fossil and I'd be able to get an ammonite, which is awesome. Otherwise, everything here is at the spawn. They have these signs, and if you click them, some of them work, some of them don't. Pokestats does not work. It says I don't have permission. No one has permission for that, just because it doesn't work. Poke heal will just immediately heal, so I don't have to go through the whole waiting for that. Then there's chest, which opens up the slash chest I was doing earlier. And all the things on these are commands I could do, so I could do /poke heal, and it will do the same thing. Disposal, again, I've never actually used it, but I think if you put it in there, then it will, it'll just get deleted. And then you have the bathroom, a toilet, yeah, anyways, bathtub, and then the bedroom, which unfortunately I can't spawn here even if I sleep in it, because no one can sleep in beds. Well, actually, since I'm the only person on the server, I'd probably be able to make it daytime, but yeah, I can. That's kind of cool. First time I've ever seen that. But yeah. There are other things that donators can do, like they can apply for staff and such. And usually they're the ones on the server because they're the ones who play on the server the most. So you'll see mostly donators on. But do not get intimidated by that. Again, as I said, it's not pay to win. I've seen some very, very high, like, people with very, very good teams. I don't think I got that. Nice. Very, very good teams, high level EV trained, can beat anyone, and they've never spent $1 on the server, whereas the reason you see most donators with a lot of money and a lot of high-level Pokemon and stuff is literally just because donators play the most. But if someone who never spent $1 on the server played as much as a donator, they could definitely get easily have as much stuff, if not like more, just based on their work ethic. So yeah, I think that just about does it for the server review. In total, again, as I said, this is a biased review, and I'm sorry about that, but I just felt like I should put it out, make this server. I know this review probably won't get a lot of views and stuff, but I just wanted to put it out. Hopefully some people will see it. Hopefully they won't get freaked out by the long time and stuff, but yeah, overall, I really like the server. It does have some bugs that can detract from the overall feel of it, but overall it's really fun, and I think you should at least give it a try. If you don't know how to download Pixelmon or Minecraft Forge, then I'm sure there are tutorials out there, and if you want, I'll make a tutorial. Just say something in the comment section. But yeah, so I don't really have an outro, so I'll see you guys.